The wonderful thing is that he brings us into association with himself in a most intimate way. Matthew chapter 12. The Lord's mother and his brothers were standing outside when the Lord was speaking, and they wanted, if we could say it, an audience with him. And they expected, because of their natural relationship, readily to be admitted. But what does the Lord say in verse 49? Matthew 12, verse 49. And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, Behold my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. The Lord Jesus, as man, appreciated human relationships, but he brings you and me in the intimacy of those relationships close to himself, accordingly as we are willing to do his will. Those of us who are parents know what delight it brings to our hearts to have a son or a daughter that readily does our will. Now we know that, of course, sometimes we ask our children to do some difficult things. We try, as far as possible, to give them that which is within the capacity of them to do, depending on their age. But at the same time, we have sometimes assigned them a difficult job to do. And the Lord does sometimes assign his children that which is difficult to do. But think of the joy, the blessing that is associated with the Lord of glory saying, if you are willing to do my will, I count you as my brother and sister and mother.